So, what is Samvega? Why is it one of the greatest of all of the Buddha's teachings? And how does it help highly sensitive people like you and me? Samvega means spiritual urgency, compelledness, the compelledness to do something. Now, the original Buddha, all of those thousands of years ago, was supposedly a prince or the son of a wealthy man and lived in a castle or a palace. The Buddha had this feeling because of certain experiences that he'd had that he needed to go out into the world and relieve humanity of suffering. There was something inside of him, an energy, a life force that wanted to come out and help and bring good to the world. But each time he told his father, the king, or this wealthy man, that he wanted to leave the castle, his father would give him more dancing girls, exquisite food, wonderful things, wonderful experiences within the castle so that he wouldn't leave. And yet the Buddha continued to have this feeling, this need, this compelledness to go out into the world and bring some kind of change. So that urgency, that spiritual urgency that he had, well, that's Samvega. The word spiritual, we have to be really, really careful of the word spiritual because it has the connotation in the modern world of some kind of external thing, an external deity, spirit. For me, spiritual it's life force. You are a person of spirit. My mother, she used to say that a lot. Wow, that person, she's got spirit. So spiritual is about life force. Spiritual urgency is the need for your life force to come out and express itself in some way or other. The modern world is becoming more and more, and in a way has always been, inherently mediocre. You know, the normal distribution curve. Everything in the modern life is about us being, excuse me, as normal as possible. And if everything in modern life is about us being as normal as possible, there is an inherent mediocrity. We're all trying to be the same. We're all trying to fit in. We're all conditioned in a certain way. We're all educated in a certain way. You know, the educational system. Yeah, there are alternative education systems, but the majority of human beings are conditioned in very specific ways. Samvega is it's batting against that. It's in conflict with that. It's your life force coming out and saying, no, I can't be this normal way. I can't do it in the normal way. I have to do something different. I'm here to bring about some kind of change, to lead. Now, to lead is nothing to do with authority. To lead is nothing to do with being the one at the front shouting, come on, let's win. To lead simply means the one who went first. Now, that's really scary for highly sensitive people. That's really scary. But in our school, in the Subtle Qualities School, we talk a lot about Samvega because it's this internal need to express your life force. For example, if you're going to write a book, many people that I work with are artists, are creators. You want to write a book, but all of a sudden you start thinking about, but I'll have to get a publisher, and will it be good, and will people like it, will anyone buy it, will I become an author, will I make any money? I'm not going to do it if I'm not going to make any money. You know, it's very hard to publish a book in the modern world. How do you get a publisher? How do you do this? And all of a sudden our mind takes over and starts coming up with all of these ridiculous scenarios that don't exist, haven't existed, and will never exist. Samvega is, no, there is a book inside of you that needs to be written. It is as simple as that. It doesn't matter what happens next. It's not up to you, literally, if the book is a success or a failure. It doesn't matter. The first book I wrote, I didn't sell a single copy, but I needed to write that book. It needed to come out of me. Now, of course, Samvega is a Buddhist concept, and I practiced Buddhism for many years, and I never really got properly taught what Samvega was. It's simply that need to express what is inside of you without the hindrance of what might come next, without the hindrance of what the result might be. Will I win? Will I lose? You know, we're all in the modern world sitting there fighting over our need for the guarantee. I'll do this, but only if I get that. You know, again, modern mediocrity, especially in education. We go to school, and then the obvious is we go to university, and then many of us go do a master's, and then after the master's we go do a PhD or a doctorate, and then you come out of there, and what? You're highly skilled at certain things, but we've missed out on all kinds of things in life, and often we have pushed down that compelledness inside of ourselves of what we really wanted to do, and instead we got an education that would help us survive in this modern mediocre world. So in a way, Samvega is about faith. It's not about blind faith. It's about faith in the possibility of what can come, what might come. It's saying, there is this, it's such a good example, there is this book inside of me, let's write it. Let it come out, let it be, because you don't know. It's happened to me over and over again. Yeah, you might write the book, and it's not about you selling the book and becoming a famous author and New York Times bestseller. It's not about that at all. It's about not restricting what is inside of you from coming out and expressing itself. Because when you restrict that, well then, that's how you slowly give yourself all kinds of problems, health problems, whatever it is in life, in this modern world. And that can be a massive, massive challenge. So to escape from the conditioned mediocrity, all human beings have the capacity for Samvega, the capacity for faith in all possibility. All that's required is the taking of action. But then you say, yeah, but I'm not confident enough, I don't believe in myself, this is too difficult, blah, blah, blah. As a highly sensitive person, this is where Samvega becomes so important to you, because high sensing people, we operate on many, many different layers and many, many different levels. There's great depth with highly sensitive people. So you're worried about, but if I do this, I want that to happen. No, if you do this, you're not just doing one thing, you're doing something at hundreds of different layers and levels. And all of those will bring themselves to fruition in the way that's necessary. If you go to Hinduism and the Bhagavad Gita, it talks about give away the result. It doesn't matter what the result is. You don't get a guarantee. Samvega, it's about that energetic compelledness to bring something into the world. What happens after that is irrelevant. We use the concept of Samvega a lot at the Subtle Qualities School. Why? Because the highly sensitive person is like a firebrand. There's great internal power. There's amazing creativity in you. There is fantastic intricacy of communication in you. And you're continuously self-realizing. Highly sensitive people have a natural propensity, neurodivergent people as well, to wonderful states of self-realization. Understanding Samvega and the feeling, because you can mentally understand Samvega, but this is about the feeling of that, of something coming out of you that needs to exist in the world. Understanding that, allowing that, feeling that bubbling up within you is what brings you purposefulness and fulfillment. If you've enjoyed this video, please feel free to subscribe. This is a brand new channel. If you don't follow us here, we're also on Instagram and all over the place as well. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Please put any questions you have or any comments below. That would be amazing. All the best. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.